Hey everybody, we're going to talk about some best practices when it comes to downloading your content each week. Specifically, we're going to use moving backgrounds as an example. Before we download this stuff, we're going to go to settings in Chrome. To do that, you're going to go over here to the three dots, and you go down to settings, and it's going to load a page that's going to look something like this. And then we're going to go to downloads. And what we're going to do is we want to change this to your desktop. Because this prevents the downloads folder getting overpopulated with old content that we don't use anymore and storing stuff we just don't need on the hard drive anymore. And then after a while, you might realize, why is this computer acting funny? It's because we have like literally gigs upon gigs of old information stored in the downloads folder. What we want to do is we want to make our downloads location the desktop. So with desktop selected here, we're going to hit select, and now you can see user desktop that is selected. And with that change, now I'm going to go to our downloads folder. We're going to use moving backgrounds as an example because it's a good example of how this can work. And I'm not going to double click in here. Nope. I'm going to go back out here. I'm going to download the whole entire folder. I'm going to hit download. And it's going to start zipping the folder. It's going to take a minute, but it'll zip the folder. I've already downloaded it onto the desktop. So let's get there. Let's get to the desktop. And where's my download? You can see there it's downloading right now, actually. But here is my moving backgrounds folder, and I'm going to double click on this, and now I have two. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to remove one for the time being. So with that downloaded, just double click on this, and then it'll open it up on my desktop, which is right here. So I have this week's moving backgrounds, now just a folder on my desktop, and I know where it is being stored. With that on the desktop, I can then go to ProPresenter, and now I'm going to import that as a new smart playlist for this week. Go to desktop. Let me bring this down. I realize I have it kind of chopped off. Go to desktop, find this week's moving backgrounds right here. Click on the folder. I don't have to click on it. I want to import all the stuff in the folder. So I just click on the folder and hit OK. And now that brings in all of the moving backgrounds for this week. I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to right click. I'm going to add playback behavior. I'm going to make sure it's on loop, and then I'm going to even go into inspector, and I'm going to click on these little bars right here. I'm going to make sure it's on soft loop, so that's selected, and that will do that. That'll apply this setting to all the moving backgrounds. Again, you just click and highlight them all, hold down and click and highlight them all, and then right click on any one of them, inspector, and click here, and then make sure it's on loop and on soft loop. And that'll give us a good moving loop. And what this does is now with this folder stored on the desktop, and having your folder stored on the desktop, I can then take last week's moving backgrounds, and this is where you can kind of manage it a little bit this is where you can manage it on your own. You might make a new folder and make a new folder that is old moving backgrounds or previously used moving backgrounds, and you can click and drag the old moving backgrounds from a week before and just put it into, you can store them on your computer, but moving backgrounds might actually change per season depending on what we're doing. And even as try to keep things fresh, you might have a moving background like, oh, we already downloaded that one, but we might have a new moving background because the song might have been around for a while, but we want to update the moving background. And sometimes you do seasonal things, and so this will keep the moving backgrounds keep moving backgrounds fresh and up to date. And also, as you see things downloaded onto your desktop, now you can see where things are getting cluttered and how much stuff you have on your computer, and you can start clearing stuff out. And you can also see how old things are with the date here. So you can see like, oh, you might look on your desktop and have all these folders and like they're going on like 6 months old, and you can just put them in the trash if you need to. And you don't have to worry about your downloads folder becoming too cluttered. And I've seen it happen where the downloads folder literally has just almost all is using all the space on the hard drive on a computer. And so now with the moving backgrounds here with the names, you just click and drag them onto whatever song we have that week. This is just an example. You'll see a date here too, just so you know. So we started using this moving background 2024 in October. This one's 2023, so this one's actually getting kind of old. 2024, this one's getting kind of old too. And then this one is this moving background we started using just recently. So, but this will probably change come summer, spring, because it's no longer going to be cold. So this is why we download the new moving backgrounds each week. And then once we're done with this week's backgrounds, you can just for next week you can just go in here and delete the old ones, and it's still going to be on the desktop though. It's just removed from ProPresenter, or if you accidentally remove it, you can just add it back in. Desktop, and oh, see there it is. Hit OK. And then again, they're all back in here. If I do this again, I have to redo this part where I change the playback behavior to soft loop. I hope this helps. This can kind of help keep things organized, and make sure we're up to date each week on what we're trying to do. All right, thanks for your time. I hope you guys are having a good day or good week.